Aries, take this as a warning. How you respond is up to you, but you already know what is to come. You're being beckoned to the threshold between worlds. And as you decide whether or not to take the leap, you realize that something is coming to an end. Something must end. And in this ending, there is also a beginning. Yellowing is a topic that comes through here in your message. This is a color of both, like the bruise, as it turns into its yellow phase, coming to a healed state or ending. It can also portend growth, showing growth in plants around us, the sun coming through in the springtime. Aries, hello, beautiful souls. Thank you guys so much for joining me here, and welcome to my table. So, my friends, you guys, thank you for joining me. If you're new here, hello, my name is Zachary. It's good to see you. And if you're returning, it's good to see you guys again. Pull up a chair or stand, whatever works for you. Or stand on that chair, whatever works for you, okay? Just glad to have you here. So I do have some channel messages I'd like to go over, and there were a few oracle cards pulled, and then we'll get into tarot messages as we do. So my Aries friends, it's good to see you guys. The first thing that came through here in meditation was burr, and then it moved into burden. So not like burr, burr, but like an extra piece of something, like a burr that, well, like a plant seed could be a burr, or like a bones burr, like an extra little piece, okay? Burden. So this is something that maybe you do have something going on with, like me, I don't know. Maybe you have an extra bone growth on your hip. The next thing that I saw was a barn house, and there was an apple tree and a pear tree, very specific in this imagery that came through. I feel like this applies to somebody in some way. You can use this as symbolism to listen up if this is your message. The next thing that I saw were 3 snakes. So they started off in a singular point, and then they moved into 3 different directions here, forming a trident, essentially. As I sat and meditated with a little bit longer, they all converged back into a single point. So we started here at the beginning, diverted paths, and then converged into the same starting point or ending point. The end being the same as the beginning. The way that it began is the way that it will end, is something that comes through here. 1 start, 1 finish, but 3 paths. So you may have multiple options here on whatever this it feels very strongly there's a transition here. Whatever this transition is for you, there may be 3 different options for you to take. What I'm getting is none of these directions are wrong or right. They're all actually leading you to the same point. To not be afraid as you're reaching this threshold here, this doorway, to know that you're coming to the culminating point or the destination that you're meant to reach. Okay. The way it began. The next thing that I was given was, so bosom and bloom is what came through separately, and then it morphed into blossom. Spirit does, I love, word games here. So bosom, bloom, blossom. I feel this, we're talking about the heart here with the bosom, okay? Maybe safety or comfort, and blooming or blossoming. There's a message that came through here with a bunch of bananas I was shown as well. So bearing fruit, something coming to fruition. I love that, you guys. The next thing that I was given was tear and tired. So I am recording this on post-election here in the United States. There certainly is, I know, a lot of emotion that's going on right now. This could be applying to that, the tear and the tired. Hang in there, okay? We are all gonna get through this, no matter how you feel or what you feel, okay? We're gonna get through this. So, an elephant. And I know, okay, I was shown this great, beautiful elephant with great tusks. Blasting through obstacles is what came through on that. Ganesha coming through here and saying, not today, Satan, okay? And this feels like whatever the blocks that may be restricting you from getting to this doorway or this threshold to move on to wherever these multiple choices are. So we'll get a little bit further into that too. The next thing that I was shown was a 6-sided chrysanthemum. So it was like a chrysanthemum that had a hexagonal shape to it. Um, Duress is something that came through with that as well. So again, like I said, I know that these energies are present in a collective sense. So it could be applying to that as well. The sixth side, the hexagonal shape here, um, is a special shape. Not only is it strong, it can bear weight, it can support itself. It's protection as well. So let's get into this a little bit further. The cards that were drawn here, oracle-wise, this is the Kim Krantz Alchemy deck, Wild Unknown Alchemy deck. You guys got Quicksilver and Yellowing. So this is where 555 on the timer. Major life change, you guys. With Quicksilver here, this is where this message of like a secret is coming through. Quicksilver, Mercury, it is symbolic of Hermes as well, the Greek god Hermes. This is also where the doorway, okay, standing between the doorway or the doorway between worlds. This is an activity that a shaman will participate in. This is a venture, a trek that must be taken to initiate into shamanism. Okay, maybe you are dealing with something in that way, but it feels like there's a major transition that's happening. Yellowing. This is where the warning comes through. Beginning of the end. Something is coming to an end. Like I said, like a bruise. We get a deep bruise. As it's healing, we start to see yellow come through. This is a sign that something's ending. So something ending doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, right? Healing of a bruise, that's a good thing. It's a good thing, right, Aries? Yes. It can also portend, like I said, new growth, the sun coming through, yellow. Yellow is also the color of the solar plexus chakra. So our sense of self, confidence. And you're gonna need it, right? You're gonna need that confidence. How you respond to whatever is coming forward here is up to you. But there is a message that you already know what to do. Okay, this isn't a surprise. So, in the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck, you guys got the Hunter, which is also the number 9, something coming to an end. Love the connections. So the Hunter here, we're talking about what it is that you're pursuing, what it is that you're hunting. Is it something that you still want to hunt? Is it something you still want to go after? And the weapons that you're using to hunt whatever this is, are they still the weapons that you need or desire? Is there a need to switch up equipment? Is there a need to go more into a protective mode rather than on attack mode? I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody here, okay? These are questions to think about personally. Maybe you are set. Maybe you are heading in the right direction. You've got the right setup, all that jazz. Maybe not. You already know the answer to this, though, is how I feel. Okay, so let's get into your message a little bit further here, Aries. Let's pull a Wild Unknown Animal archetype card for Aries, please, Spirit. What else does Aries need to know? Lamb comes through. Horse here on the bottom as well. So there is a request to make sure there is a balance between physical activity and meditating, so spiritual and physical growth. The horse here is the master form of earth. So I do feel this powerful grounding energy that's available to you guys, to all of us, when we tap into that balance within ourselves. So we're meditating, we're also taking time to exercise, either daily or every other day, etc. Okay, Lamb is what comes through here. So the Lamb, this is a gentle message. This I do feel whatever it is that you know of that's coming to an end and how to behave or how to act, how to react. This is also that yellow is very much standing out to me here. This is a soft message you've been receiving for a minute, or maybe you've just barely become aware of the message coming through, but there is an awareness of it. The Lamb does not stop speaking until the message is received. And this can come through in a vein like this. It can come through random people at the grocery store, children, tend to have those quiet messages for us as well. I do feel like there's something here in the book that wants to be seen. Don't we all just want to be seen? To some degree, I think. Most of us. Okay. Lamb. Peaceful, prophetic, and patient. So it does feel like there is, yeah, I mean, prophecy, some sort of message towards your future has been coming through. Okay. Meditation and listening is the way to balance these energies. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. Okay, so with the horse coming through here on the bottom, maybe some of you are focusing a bit more on physical exercise or your physical health. Well, our physical health is directly connected to our mental health as well as our spiritual health. And this message with the lamb that's coming through is some meditation. I feel like there's some information coming through for you guys in meditation. And this is the secret here. It may not always need to remain secret, but this is something I'm feeling that you're being asked to hold for yourself right now. That's power that you need for yourself. Okay, let's get into your tarot messages, Aries. So this is the Curious Travels tarot we'll start with. What do we have for Aries, please, Spirit? And huge shout out to my channel members, you guys. Hello, hello. If you're interested in channel membership yourself, there is a link in the description of the video. There's a button next to the subscribe video under this video too. Feel free to click on subscribe if you haven't already. And personal readings are open and available. You can check out my website in the description of this video as well. All right, what do we have going on for Aries, please, Spirit? I'm hearing time after time. If you look, how's that go? You will find me. Time. I feel like someone here has a message for someone that's not on this plane anymore. I'm seeing like an X. You know where to go. I mean, it could be like X marks the spot. I don't know if there's something like a scar. Could be something physically buried, or this could be a physical scar, emotional scar. Okay. Tend to, and then I'm seeing this like this riser happening and this angle opening up. Meditation, okay, is coming back again. Elevating yourself here, tending to that spiritual need. But for someone in particular, somebody's trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Okay, let's get into this. The world here at the bottom. So this is your hopes and dreams. There is, I see this as, first of all, this portal here too, or the doorway, the threshold that we were talking about earlier. This is something coming to an end. You're hoping, wanting, needing something to come to an end here. An old way of doing things, an old program, an old way of thinking, of treating yourself. Maybe you are struggling on the physical, with substances, with food, with anything that's become maybe a little bit addictive, moving into hedonism. No blame or shame, judgment from my side here. This is just the message that's coming through. I certainly am a human too, and have been through many things, okay? All right, Spirit, what do we have here for Aries? This is the Light Seers Tarot we'll use for your second deck. Two of Cups here at the split. So connection, I'm brought back, you guys, to, with this being in the shadow pile, there's somebody that may be trying to resist receiving a message from somebody, their ancestors, their spirit team, etc. Kind of like you want to talk or connect with them, but you are also, Four of Swords here, maybe healing the heart. Something's happened. A partner's passed on, maybe a family member that was abusive. Yeah, Nine of Swords here at the split. Anxiety, depression. What I'm getting is to not be afraid of that. Whatever shift this is or message that's coming through, it will keep coming through because you need to receive it. And there's no reason to be afraid of it, okay? And this is a general message, you guys, so please keep that in mind. You are super intelligent. Please use your head, heart, and intuition to decipher which of these messages are for you, if they are. And if they're not, please leave them behind. Please don't try to make it fit if it doesn't fit. That just does not make sense. Okay? All right, what do we have here for Aries, please? And check out the other placements in your chart. Feel free to check out all readings, you guys. We do have every sign in our chart. It just depends on which house. So we can get a little bit more specific on what's going on for our story. And as an aside, I did start a separate channel here for collective readings. So this primary channel will remain, I'm actually going to change the name to Divine Phoenix Rising Zodiac, okay? The new channel here, Divine Phoenix Rising Collective, will have all collective readings moving forward, okay? So I highly recommend you guys subscribe to that channel as well if you enjoy collective readings too, okay? Nine of Wands here at the bottom. This is your fear aversion. Wounded Warrior. So I do get, you are feeling that you're coming to the end of something with yellowing coming through. Maybe you're getting that message here too. And with the Hunter as well. There's a lot of yellow throughout these cards, to be honest. Well, to be literal, in reality. It does feel like you're getting this message that maybe the weapon needs to change, whatever it is you're pursuing or hunting. It's time to change that. There's a new something coming in. It's a new phase of your life. But there's a fear here of stepping away from that. This is what you've known. This is how you have operated and behaved in the past. And so there's a fear of like, well, what am I without, I don't know, as an example, this weapon, like my attitude. Who am I if I am not able to, you know, obliterate somebody with with sass? I don't know. With Quicksilver coming through here. That's definitely, you know, that's something I've worked to change in my life. I can certainly build people up and I can certainly break them down. And it's not, well, it's not cute. First of all, it's not a cute shade on anybody to enjoy that or behave that way, especially all the time. And I feel like similarly, you may be coming to a place where you're like, kind of like the snake, it's time to shed that skin. Maybe at one point that behavior, that weapon, helped you, kept you safe, but you're finding that you're coming to a place where you no longer need that. And maybe people around you are responding differently. Maybe at one time it was something that people enjoyed, and at this point it's not. It doesn't have to just be attitude. It's something like that, though, towards the personality. Judgment is kind of what I'm getting. The Judgment card. Okay. So general, to start, Three of Pentacles. Well, working well with others, as we're talking about building people up. This could be collaboration, but I get this like playing nice. Recognizing how to connect with other people. Especially as we are, you know, we're in divisive times everywhere, no matter where you're living in the world. And I'm not saying 1818 on the timer. We all need to, you know, come together and sing Kumbaya. I do believe that a healthy dose of respect for every other being's sovereignty on this planet is due. It's time. I have an alarm set. It went off this morning. We're at that point. So this feels like you're being asked to recognize maybe the way that you connect with others or don't, the way that you behave with others or don't, okay? But there's something about unity coming through. I'm seeing that snake path again, the three coming back into the one. For some of you, there may be some sort of project that you're working on or wanting to get started on working on. You're starting off by yourself, but a team comes in, or you find a team, this three people, three ways of doing something, but it still comes back to a unified effort at some point. If that's you, I'm feeling like this team, you know, you may not be working with them forever, and that's okay. Somebody's coming in to play the part that maybe contractually you guys had before coming here. It feels like it's that time. Yes. 10 of Pentacles comes through to clarify this. Ooh. Building and leaving a legacy, Aries. Your destiny. And I feel like, you know, we're moving towards destiny always. But this is ultimate material and spiritual abundance too. It feels like this is maybe you've been in a place where it's been a struggle abundance wise. Um, Maybe you've never been able to touch that portion of the divine. Maybe you had that, lost it, and you're working to get that back. I'm getting that there is a serious need here, as is a part of the quiet message with the Lamb, to recognize how to work well with others. And this isn't about like using other people to get what you need. The universe, God, Akasha source, however you want to look at that, can see straight through to intentions, right? Right, Aries? Yes. So to make sure that you're operating from a place of integrity is something that's coming through here. And as you're doing that, as you are stepping in, as you are stepping into integrity, maybe you've stepped away from integrity for a little bit. I'm not saying this is for everybody, but maybe you've been in integrity, and this is a reminder and validation. You're doing a great job. Keep going. If you've slipped out of integrity somewhere with yourself, okay, this is a reminder to recognize that that may be happening. And this is important because we're looking at your community in this way. The Ten of Pentacles. If you're feeling disconnected from your community or you don't belong to your community, this may also be, I'm brought back to the request of the hunter, this may also be time to find a new community. Okay, do we want, no, move forward. Good stuff here, you guys. Seven of Wands to start. So this is, I do get protection from this too. Seven of Wands can be maintaining your position, all right? You may have been going through a period here where you've been feeling attacked from all angles. Something is incessant, like the fight never ends here. This feels to me like the fight, well, I mean, the fight never really ends, right? The fight for life, the fight for love never really ends. But I feel you're coming into a period here where you don't need to defend yourself so much. And this is kind of connected to, like I was saying earlier, this like sassiness or, and Aries, like you're sassy, right? I'm not saying, you know, like don't stop being who you are. As a Gemini sun too, I can be sassy and it's fun, you know, it's fun to play around, but there are also limits. Like there's a difference between being sassy and being a bitch or an asshole. You know what I mean? Genderless, that's fluid for anybody. There's a difference. And that's kind of what's coming through here is like, you're being asked to maintain your position. You don't have to change everything about who you are. But if you're one of these people who has a proclivity towards having claws, maybe think about it. We attract more flies with honey than vinegar, right? So it's not, that's kind of what I'm trying to express. It's not that you're being inauthentic or changing the way that you behave in most ways. There is a request here, though, to get some honey on the table. Okay? Take that as it resonates for you. Nine of Cups comes through here, too, to clarify your good stuff. This is heart's desire being granted. Wish made, wish granted. Your personal satisfaction. I feel if this message is applying to you where there is this edge, maybe a chip on your shoulder, maybe you don't even feel, you know, you have control over that or you don't maybe necessarily want that to be there, but you know this is a part of who you are. Again, no blame or shame. We all have a shadow, and that's okay. What I'm getting, though, is this is a time here, as something's coming to an end, this is what's yellowing. That behavior, that protective mechanism, you don't need it anymore. Thank you. Thank it for its service and, you know, give it a cupcake and send it on its way. Thank you for being here. I got this. And again, not saying you need to be inauthentic towards anybody. There's a big message here, though, towards attracting your tribe. And we're not going to do that with vinegar. I promise. I promise you. I've tried. I have tried. It just doesn't work. Okay. So what you don't see coming. Oh, you guys. Ooh, I have all the chills. Oh, okay. What you don't see coming or what's in the dark here. Ten of Pentacles. And look at the freaking elephant, you guys. Oh, I'm just like totally buzzing right now. Your true community. I feel like this is the message, you guys, that's coming through here. The warning. The warning is you don't want to miss this. Next stop, your destiny. Don't forget to get off, okay? And the elephant too. Yes. You are being assisted right now to have obstacles taken away. There still needs to be consent here, though. You still have to be willing to do that. And the price, I think, to pay to have these blocks or these obstacles removed is being willing to tend to your inner garden, to take note of maybe how you do connect with others, okay? Who you consider to be your community. Because there's a higher community. two Ten of Pentacles, you guys. There's a higher community that's available for you, and you're being primed. Okay, yeah, you're being primed to be ready for this community too. Okay, this is exciting. Exactly, you guys, exactly. The Hierophant. Your higher spiritual community. Oh. And this, I mean, this requires that, yeah, it's time. There's a need to change what it is that you're fighting for, you're hunting, the weapon that you're using, etc. And I feel like this is coming through as a warning because this is like, yeah, next stop, Aries. You don't want to miss your stop here. This is something that you wanted to participate in, to experience before coming here. And it's coming together. Things are coming together for you. But there's a need to shed some skin, okay? To step into true confidence is what I'm hearing. Your solar plexus is being activated at this time. In order for that to be activated, the root, which is where this behavior of having a chip on our shoulder, right? Being aggressive towards somebody, that is coming from an off balance or activated root chakra. It's coming from fear. Are there times we need to defend ourselves? Certainly. I'm not saying that at all, okay? But most of the time, we don't. We don't need to be a live wire, okay? This is very good. Very good. I feel like one more here, please, for Aries on what they don't see coming. A new opportunity, insights gained from a new experience, job or partner, or community, you guys. Pay attention, look out for signs from the divine, acknowledge red flags. You're being guided here, okay? Red flag, warning. This, I think warning is maybe an aggressive word, but I also feel that it's an important one here to get you to listen. Warning, Aries, warning. This is important, okay? So your difficulty or trial, struggle at this time. Six of Pentacles. This balancing action. Six of Pentacles is giving and receiving. I'm drawn back here to the Three of Pentacles as well. In order for you to recognize this group, or for them to recognize you too, there has to be this openness to flow. What I'm getting is like, well, we're receivers, right? We're electromagnetic beings. We're quantum beings. We can give and receive messages without intention. We're constantly sending out frequencies. We have our own quantum field in the heart, in the body, and in every atom of our being as well. So the heart, tending to the inner garden, back to this here, you guys. The thorns have grown over and there's a need to trim them. We're not just letting anybody into the heart, but this is the difficulty right now. There needs to be an open flow, a willingness to participate in open flow, because this community is about abundance spiritually, physically as well, cash moolah, spiritual wealth as well. But access to that community does not happen unless there is an open flow, okay? Okay. Two of Pentacles comes in to clarify your challenge. Balance. This is the difficulty right now between the light and the dark. I feel like if you're watching this, you may already be familiar with this process of like our light and our shadow. We're not trying to get rid of our shadow. We're not going to get rid of our shadow. These components, if this message is about you here where we're talking, it feels like a protective mechanism, okay? I see, you know, like a cat scratching because they're feeling afraid, an animal backed into a corner. This is behavior that has persisted from a time where it was needed, but it is no longer needed. So that's a component of the shadow, and that's okay. We're not going to eradicate that, but we can choose to move closer to the center of this experience, which is what we're doing with the Two of Pentacles. We're not trying to blaze through, you know, to the light and say, oh, we're just light and this and that, because we're not. We are working to accept and validate what is also in our shadow. That doesn't mean we have to behave from that vibration. But if we're denying that it's even there, we're going to have a bad time. We're going to have a problem balancing here, okay? But both cards here, we've got the scales and the I don't know what she's swinging around here, but balance, okay? There's a need to balance. Let's grab one of these here for Aries, please. For their difficulty at this time. Balance. Juggling too many things at once. Find time for yourself. I'm going to take a stab, you guys, that this is about balance. And then pay attention again. Look out for signs from the divine. Acknowledge red flags. So I can feel my face getting hot. That is too funny. Thank you, Spirit. Balance. Whatever this portion of yourself that has been enduring for protection, this is what is needing to come into balance. We're letting that portion of ourselves take a break, okay? Letting something else come in, okay? It's the end of something and the beginning of something else. Okay, let's pull... do one of these oracle cards here for you guys to close out. This is the Medicine Heart Oracle by Alana Fairchild, one of my favorites. Shout out to Alana Fairchild. All right, what do we have here for Aries? Please, Spirit, final messages. And then I am going to go into an extended. You guys, if you want to join me there, we're going to look at direct messages from your higher self, love and advice, career and advice, and then what is most likely being manifested for you based on your thoughts and emotions. If you want to join me there, there will be links in the description of this video, okay? So what do we have for Aries, please, Spirit? Final message here for this portion. Ooh, 35. Light rising in the east. Love it. Okay, I'll show this to you here and I'll read the back. Light is returning to your world. This positive resurgence will evoke renewed enthusiasm and divine enrichment. The rising dawn encourages you to embrace your potential and initiate positive action, exchanging doubt for hope. All blessings, opportunities, answers, and instructions will be provided. You will take your next steps with confidence and clarity. Consider this your divine invitation to the forthcoming celebration of meaningful renewal. Oh, I have all the chills on that too, you guys. That shedding skin of the snake here. Renewal with the lamb too. I mean, in Christian symbolism, renewal. I love this. Love, love, love this for you guys. Okay, I hope this message is helpful, Aries. And I love you guys so, so much. If you do want to join me for the extended, like I said, links are in the description. I do have that for sale individually as well as on the third tier of membership if you want access to all of them. Personal readings are open if you want to help with something a little more particular to yourself. And please, you guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I really appreciate the support. I could not do this without you. Cash App and PayPal links are in the description too. If you feel called to donate, I will certainly accept that. It isn't mandatory, but to those who do support the channel in that way, mwah, I love you so, so much. You are the light in my life. You do help more than you could possibly imagine. Okay? Take care of yourselves, Aries. I will see you all very, very soon. All right. Be well.